Hey guys, what's going on? It's Mitch, or Bajan Canadian here from Awesome Sauce Films with episode 1 of my brand new series titled Duh, Winning. Yes, the title of this series is a Charlie Sheen reference. I know, that is frickin' awesome. You are jelly, bro. And this is going to be one of the few, if not the only series here on Awesome Sauce Films where we talk about the gameplay, or I talk about the gameplay and give you guys advice. And starting off there, I just froze the frame because I want to point out something and give you guys a bit of advice that will really help you out tremendously in your gameplay. It's very simple, but it can make a huge difference. And that was me thinking I had the 6th Call of Duty sense here in my my basic senses of the human body. And I didn't, because I thought I could predict how many bullets it would take to kill that guy. And unfortunately, I miscalculated just a little bit, so I had to start shooting again. And when I started shooting, I froze the frame there to point out that I hip-fired first before aiming down the sight, because that can give you that slight second upper hand on the enemy, which will give you that little bit of an edge that will really make the difference between you killing him and them getting away. Because you see in that instance, if I didn't do that, there's a possibility he could have snuck through that doorway before I put that last bullet on him to finish him off. And now this series, guys, I gotta be fast talking here because this is a very short commentary of a free-for-all hero resistance. So this series, guys, Duh, Winning. It's gonna be me using every single gun in the game, playing various game types, giving you guys a variety of all high-scoring games, and depending on what game type, maybe I'll be playing the objective as well as getting kills. But I'm gonna be essentially using every weapon, giving you guys tips and my advice on how to use it effectively and what the best game types and the loadouts and everything for it are. So, starting off here, I'm using the M4A1, and my recommended attachment would be the red dot sight, because I'm not really a huge fan of the iron sights on this gun. I know it's not terrible, but I just prefer using the red dot. It makes me a lot more accurate, and I get a lot more kills using it, and it really does help me out tremendously. And the proficiency I would recommend with this would just be using kick. I know it's a very standard proficiency to use on your assault rifles, and that's because it works. It allows you to spray without having to worry about burst firing, because it reduces that recoil, which helps out tremendously. And my secondary is the Scorpion with silencer for no particular reason. It is a very solid machine pistol, don't get me wrong, but there are slightly better choices. I was just trying to unlock akimbo at the time recording this gameplay. But, you know, the Scorpion silencer is definitely a good choice if you have it. And my perks are, I'm using Blind Eye to stay away from the enemy air support. I'm using Quick Draw Pro to aim down sights faster and get that, again, the upper hand on the enemy that you need to win, especially in a free-for-all. And my third perk would be Dead Silence Pro. That way I don't make any noise so no one hears me, and I can hear the enemies better so I can sound whore that much more effectively. My kill streak setup is the UAV, IMS, and attack helicopter. The reason for that is because it's free-for-all, so you don't need to put on those extremely high kill streak rewards. You just want to be able to get your kill streaks, pump them out every life. That way you can do as much damage as quickly as possible to win the game, guaranteed. And that's why I prefer just a standard 3-5-7 setup, because it allows me to more or less get my attack helicopter every single time, which in turn generates a few more kills, which makes the game end that much faster and me win that much easier. And what I should also talk about here is my equipment choices. I'm using the Claymore, which is, again, fairly standard for a free-for-all because it allows you to defend your back while you're looking a different direction. And the other choice of my tactile equipment, which is kind of interesting, but I guess maybe for some of you guys it's not that big of a deal because you're smart too, but not for everyone. People are learning. It's still a new game. I'm learning too myself. So I'm using the deployable radar, which when I put it in the plant pot, as you saw me do earlier on, it allows a good sweep of the entire area here on Resistance, which I would highly recommend you use if you're playing a free-for-all, because from this vantage point, you have the upper ground, so you instantly have an advantage over people. Not only that, there is plenty of cover, including that little ledge, so basically no one can shoot you if you lay prone unless they physically walk up there. Or throw a grenade, which, if they throw a grenade, it's fairly easy to dodge it because you got plenty of space. And if they walk up there, there's only 2 choices they have, and they're both easy to defend staircases. So that's why that is definitely the best place to play on Resistance free-for-all, because it's a really high traffic spawn area. So it's not like you're really going to be camping hard and doing nothing. You're going to be heavily involved, and there's going to be a lot of activity around you. So it's going to make for good gameplay like this with very fast-paced free-for-all, and you're going to do well and post a good score like I do here. So that is all the information I want to talk about in terms of the map strategy. Now really quickly before this video wraps up, I want to mention why I chose to use the IMS, which fun fact stands for Intelligent Munitions System, that was developed by the US Army. Surprise, surprise. And it basically was developed to be able to detect allies from enemies and not kill your friendlies. So guys, the reason I chose to use the IMS instead of the Predator missile is because in a free-for-all, your Predator missile is really only a surefire 1 kill, whereas the IMS can get you multiple kills pretty much always, because people refuse to take down enemy air support or kill streaker wards in general while playing free-for-alls. And right here I got really lucky. I was laying prone there, hoping to God he wouldn't notice me, and fortunately he did not notice me. But unfortunately I got thrown a grenade at here. I tried to dodge it, and then I didn't pay attention to behind me, and I'm dead. There we go, I took my second death of the game, but that's okay because I respawn in a very nice place thanks to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3's revenge spawning system. Get a quick kill, and my helicopter finishes it off. I desperately tried to call in my last IMS for the extra points, but I missed it by a split second. But that's it, guys. I thank you all for watching episode 1 of Duh Winning. Appreciate your feedback, your ratings are also very much loved, and I will see you guys all later. Looking forward to episode 2. Take care, guys.
Duh Winning.